Does space travel change your body? NASA on a mission to find out. It says brothers Mark Kelly and Scott Kelly participated in a landmark NASA twin study. Ooh, that caption has me wondering. I wonder what the NASA twin study was. That's an interesting idea. I wonder what that was. Okay. Have you ever wondered what happens to somebody's body when it's in space for a long time? Lots of Hollywood movies show people going to space. They always seem to be fine when they land back on Earth. Are astronauts so lucky in the real world? NASA tried to find out. NASA is a US space agency. Oh, that's interesting. So NASA, that just give us some information, is a space agency. And they were looking to find out what happens to somebody's body when it's in space for a long time. Scientists shared a new DNA study in April. It was published in the journal Science. The study compared the epigenes of two twin brothers. I wonder what epigenes means. I wonder. So I'm going to annotate that and just do a question mark. What does that mean? The genome is a person's complete set of genes. Oh, interesting. Genomes is in that word. I'm going to highlight that because that's a definition. Genes are made up of DNA. DNA is the basic building blocks of life. It tells your body how to grow and work. It's passed from children to the parents to their children. The epigene is the record of chemical changes in DNA. Ooh, that gives us a definition. So the epigene is the record of chemical changes of DNA. So I'm going to go back where I had my question. The study compared the epigenes of two twin brothers. So the study compared the chemical changes of DNA of two twin brothers. Genes turn on and off. Changes in a person's epigene do not change the genome. They simply turn certain genes on or off. Epigenetic changes happen in normal parts of life, like getting older. They also happen when one has a disease like cancer. When epigenetic changes happen at the wrong time, it can cause problems. So I'm going to highlight the certain genes turn on or off because that's telling me what the changes actually are. And I feel like that's going to be important because I know that NASA studied the epigene of twin brothers. So they studied what genes turn on and off. The new study compared two twins. One was astronaut Scott Kelly. The other was his brother, Mark Kelly. Scott went into space for a year. Mark stayed on Earth while Scott was in space. The study showed that Scott had no major long-term differences to his epigene compared to his twin. Oh, that's interesting. This just tells us what information they learned. So there was no changes between the brother who went to space and the brother who stayed. Health problems in space. Scientists say the study's meaning is not fully clear yet. More studies could be useful though. They could help each astronaut understand what health problems could arise in space. Putting your body in space has many dangers. Ooh, I wonder what those dangers are going to be. You are exposed to many things in space. It means limited food and exercise. It means different sleep cycles. It could lead to many other problems we do not know yet. Scientists say it's important to understand the effects space travel has on the body. It will be even more important for longer trips like going to Mars. So, it's important to study the effects travel has on the body because it gave us a couple of examples. It says food and exercise, sleep cycles, and other problems we don't know. So, it's important to study those so people can be safe when they travel. Scientists collected information about the brothers' bodies. They studied them for 27 months. How did they get Scott's information when he was in space? They sent samples back to Earth in a rocket. Yes, seriously. Wow. So they had to travel all the information from space to Earth. That's crazy. The scientists then looked at the samples. They looked for epigenetic changes. They found just about as many epigenetic changes in Scott as there were in his twin. It did not seem that space caused bad epigenetic changes. I'm going to highlight that because that was their study. Was there changes? And it says they did not seem that space caused them. The study was too small to know for sure, though, says Lizzie Rizardi. She is a scientist in Alabama. She said the study was helpful. Scientists know what to look at more closely in future studies of astronauts, she said. So, does space travel change your body? NASA was on a mission to find out, and they found that there was no big changes in the epigene when two twins were studied. So one twin went to space and one twin stayed on Earth. And there was no major changes to the chemical record of the DNA.